Welcome to our New Forest distillery, home of Ezpresso Spirits, where we produce all of our gins and rums on that side, and then we do our gin schools and rum schools in here as well, and cocktail classes, where we make all these brilliant products between the gins and the rums, and also our vodka as well, which we're going to use with this great coffee to make some cocktails and bits and pieces.
So I'm Anthony. I'm the owner of Ezpresso, which is the great coffee Tom is referencing. Ezpresso is essentially very strong coffee in a bottle. The idea being, well, that it is espresso strength, hence the name, and the idea being that you can drink it neat like an espresso shot. You can add it to hot water for your standard hot coffees, cold milk for your iced lattes. It is also perfect for, most importantly, any coffee-based cocktail. And I have to say that A20 vodka is unbelievably smooth in particular, which is very complimentary to espresso.
I remember meeting you guys at the beginning of this year at a trade show, and it was interesting tasting all the coffees and seeing how they were, and they were...
Love at first sight, mate.
Yeah, no, well, they were so nice and smooth in terms of what they were, and it just went really well, and obviously had the vodka on the stand as well, so I came over and had a chat, and we tried it out, didn't we, and it went so nicely with it. We've got quite a wide range of products, including our vodka, which we start with, so that's made from grain alcohol, where we're producing it on site, and then we're distilling that through on column. So it comes out as a real pure alcohol in the first place, so it gets up to about 94% on a distillation, so nice and pure.
That'll do the job, yeah.
And then we filter that through carbon as well, so it cleans it up even further, which is where it gets that real smoothness too. And then on top of that, we then build our gins, which uses as much local botanicals as we can. So being on a garden centre, we're lucky to grow some of the botanicals here, and then we pick a lot locally as well. Also, we've just started making our own rum on site. Now we've got the distillery up and running properly, and that's then a blend of 2 rums from the Caribbean plus our rum, and it's an aged rum. So it comes through as that real nice rum punch, but with a nice oakiness to it. Again, that'll go really nicely with the coffee. We've sort of had proof in the pudding of winning quite a few awards. And just this year we've won, I think it's 11 awards for all of our different spirits, between 7 spirits. So they've all done really well this year. Kind of proves the point that they are good enough quality for everyone. And
stand out, definitely. Espresso is 2 ingredients. It is water and it is coffee. We've kind of invented a somewhat unique way to produce it, and as far as I'm concerned at this stage we're pretty well the only people in the world that know how to do it the way that we do it. It's a cold extraction, it's not a cold brew, it's loosely based on a cold drip, but that's about as much as I'm going to tell you without giving away the secret. We designed ours specifically to be an espresso strength so that it can be quite an enjoyable drink just on its own. We make a point of using 100% Arabica beans, reason being they tend to be of a higher quality and bring through particularly the fruitier notes. They're all a medium roast, if that makes sense.
Right, yeah.
But we do offer 4 varieties. So, for example, our Brazilian is especially smooth, so I think that complements your vodka very well. Agree. The Kenyan, on the other hand, is very punchy. Some people almost find it a little bit red winey. That's due to the extremely fruity back end being quite blackcurranty. We also have then the Mexican. The Mexican, when it's mixed with milk, it becomes especially naturally sweet, sort of dark chocolate, sweet caramel kind of notes. And then, of course, we have our decaf. It's quite smooth, and overall it's quite floral. We work with a roaster locally here. He's built quite a strong relationship with particularly the distributors locally in the countries of origin where he sources all of his beans.
Yeah. So
in a lot of ways, he can technically bypass the middleman and ensure that essentially the farmers, they're getting a fair deal. We're a very new company.
Yeah.
I think we've been going for about 10 months now.
Right.
So far, we've racked up a great taste star. Taste of the West is another one.
Yeah.
That we're racking up awards. So yeah, we've got a couple so far.
Within our products, they're so smooth and go together so well that it just comes out really nicely in that martini, doesn't it?
Yeah, you kind of can't beat it, really. It's,
If you crack open a glass, I'll start pouring out some measures and we'll try it out. So we'll do 50 ml of our vodka. Okay, we at the moment do it for bars and restaurants, but potentially in the future we'll roll it out for the general public. Then 25 ml of our espresso liqueur, again using your beans and our vodka mixed in with some sugar, give it a nice sweetness.
So then we use 25 ml of espresso, tip that one in there.
I like a little bit of sweetness on the espresso martini. We'll use about 15 ml of the sugar syrup, 1-to-1 mix.
Yeah, beauty. I'm loving it. Want to do the honours, mate?
You can shake, so I'll get the glass.
Oh, now we're talking.
Want to give it a good shake?
Yeah.
Get some air in?
Yeah.
Get the nice.
We find the key is a very good shake.
Nice flame on it. Nice.
Let that one settle, and it's looking quite tasty. Oh, look at that, eh? Yeah.
That's it.
No, you can do the honours, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
You got a little bit in your fabulous moustache, mate. Don't worry about it.
Lovely. Just for later.
Oh, yeah, no.
That just makes such a smooth espresso martini, doesn't it? Such nice.
I think that's the key word there. It's just unbelievably smooth. The biggest faff we find for most people when it comes to making espresso martinis at home is obviously the versatility.
Yeah.
If you can't produce a very, very, very strong shot of coffee, or you don't have your own espresso machine, it becomes quite a limiting cocktail to have on the menu at home.
This makes it so simple to make, doesn't it?
It basically just becomes another shot. Literally a matter of seconds, just in the jigger, in the cocktail shaker.
Yeah.
Shake it up. You can have a proper true espresso martini at home, and it's just as easy as basically just another ingredient like you would with your alcohols. So going forward, I think that obviously just opens up a bit of options. I think the ultimate goal is maybe even trying to figure out how to just pre-mix the whole thing in one go. Have it ready to go in a bottle, so you don't have to ultimately buy every ingredient. You can just buy the 820 Espresso Martini off the shelf and
the next
just
challenge.
Chuck it in a cocktail shaker, give it a good shake, and
yeah.
Who knows? I think that's something we could definitely add to the pipeline. We are serving these at sort of various events wherever we pop up. We tend to serve the Espresso Martini using 820 vodka.
So where are you next with these?
We tend to do events scattered throughout, say, the southwest. I'd say the best bet would be to obviously just keep track of our Instagram, and we put out regular updates letting people know where we're going to be at what time. A very big one of note that we're about to do is the Exeter Christmas market. Mm-hmm. That's 30 days starting in November.
Nice.
So that's going to be interesting, but it's a good long stint for people to come along and obviously pick up a bottle of espresso for Christmas gifts. We do an espresso coffee hamper at the moment, but if you keep your eyes peeled, with luck at around Christmas time, we'll be releasing a espresso martini kit hamper, which should hopefully be a nice little collaboration between 820 and espresso, all in one little spot, so they can make essentially the best martini they're ever going to have at home.
It's obviously up to Christmas, we'll be doing gin schools and rum schools and everything else in between, where you can come learn these cocktails and other bits and pieces. And then on top of that, we'll be at Winchester Market for a couple of days, and we're down at Expresso Gardens and a few others. And then Leamington Markets, we're there for the lights turn on, which should be good fun. So you can come buy any of our spirits, and maybe we'll try and get some of the hampers going as well, and then we have both. So we're in quite a few shops now around the forest. We're in sort of 40 different locations around Leamington area. We're in the Solent Cellar where you can buy it by the bottle. Same with the Cave in Milford-on-Sea. So you've got the Page Lyndhurst, and then lots of different bars and restaurants and hotels around the area also serve it by the glass. Or you can come into the distillery. We also do the cocktail classes and gin schools and rum schools. You can come in and book one of them, or buy a gift certificate to give someone else and they can book it. We are
sort of scattered in a few farm shops roughly around Dorset and the Dorchester region. We supply a few bars, but mainly we are online as a retailer. So we do free delivery nationwide at just ezpresso.com. It's as simple as that. Make sure you spell it with a Z, not an S. Honestly, Tom, cheers so much for having us down here. It's a fantastic location, lovely little distillery and whatnot, and I'm definitely going to have to come down for a gin school at some point. But
always welcome.
Yeah, for everyone out there, obviously, I can't stress it enough. This place is fantastic, and yeah, I've got to say, if you want the best espresso martini you possibly can get, got them ready-made right here for you. So, and old mate with a moustache over here, he knows how to shake a cocktail pretty well. So. Yeah, make sure you get on down here. Cheers again, mate. Honestly.
Cheers for coming in. It's been really good fun.